Hello, Fresh Air family, and welcome to another wonderful episode of Fresh Air. And today, we're going to be talking about the biggest enemy that you face. Have you ever wondered who or what it is in this life that opposes you? Why haven't you gotten what you want? Why haven't you gotten what you need? Why does it seem like you cannot win sometimes? Why are you under the thumb of life, suffering injury after injury, and somehow just not quite able to make it over the hump? Well, I believe the reason for this is that you have enemies. Or should I say, you have an enemy that, if left unidentified and unknown, will continue to wreak havoc on your dreams, leaving you powerless to do anything about it. So let's take some time today to peel back the proverbial onion and expose this hidden foe. The biggest enemy you face is not in the government, although right now at election time it may seem like it is. It's not in the taxes, even though taxes are talked about all the time. It's not in the high prices that you pay, the gangs invading your neighborhood, or that person at work who dogs all your ideas and spread that nasty rumor about you. It's not in the many dangers that seem to lurk, and it is not in the diseases that can so easily steal your future and your life. It's not in the next door neighbor who secretly envies your life and copies your style and bought the same car that you did, or bought the same house that you did. The truth is, the biggest enemy you face is way more subtle and way more insidious and way more powerful than all of these. The biggest enemy you face can't be found in anything external. Believe it or not, this enemy is closer than you think and goes wherever you do. It is the enemy in your own mind. It is the thief who steals your future one bad decision at a time. It's the old serpent that always makes you second guess yourself and binds you in that prison of doubt and fear. Yes, friends, this enemy is the one who hits the snooze button in the morning, even though you want to get up on time. It's the voice that encourages you to do things that are in direct opposition to your goals and to your best self. It tells you, eat one more donut, or just have one more drink. It tells you to stay when you should really go. It tells you to blow off that important work that holds the key to your future. Have you ever been foiled by this enemy? Well, if you have, don't lose hope. We have all been there. So what do you do about the enemy in your mind? How can you fight this enemy and win? And how can you break free from the clutches of this insidious foe? Yes, family, there are ways that you can win the battle against the enemy in your own mind. Here are 5 simple steps that you can take to begin to win this battle and really fight back against the insidious foe. Number 1, identify and acknowledge that the enemy lives in you and will likely be there for the long haul. In other words, don't live under the misguided conception that you have everything under control. Instead, begin today to recognize that you may not be as smart as you think, as strong as you think, or as purposeful as you think. Because by beginning to understand this, then you will start to take the necessary steps to create the circumstances within yourself and within your environment that allow you to guard against your own weaknesses. Identify and acknowledge that you have the enemy within. Number 2, learn to distinguish between the voice of your best good and the voice of your downfall. You see, my friends, both these voices will talk to you every day, every time, but only one of them means you any good. Learn to acknowledge and to love that voice, because if you don't, I guarantee you will lead a life full of regret. How do you know which voice represents or has your best interest at heart? It's really simple. Trial and error. Take the time to try and to see which of these voices really gets me moving in the right direction. And evidenced by your successes and by your conscience and the way that you feel and the impact that you have on yourself and everyone around you, you will begin to understand which voice has your best interest at heart. But make no mistake, there are two, and they are always in opposition. Number 3, begin today to divorce your actions from your feelings alone. In other words, don't allow your feelings to be the only motivation or demotivation for your actions. How many times have you woken up in the morning to the sound of your alarm and hit the snooze button? That, my friends, is feelings. And you and I know that the best thing you can do when that alarm goes off is get out of bed. It'll give you more time, more control, and more than likely, you will get to work on time. So very often, we hit the snooze button. Very often, we fall asleep again. Very often, that creates and starts your day on the wrong foot. So begin right now to divorce your actions from your feelings. Make sure your feelings are slave to your best thoughts and to the best thinking that you have. Number 4, begin today to starve the enemy in your mind. Yes, my friends, you have the ability to feed or to starve that voice inside your head that has nothing good for you. And the way you do this is by today beginning to follow the opposing voice. Leave that one donut alone. Don't have that next drink. Run that next mile. Finish that paper. Apologize when you are wrong, even when you don't feel like it. You see, my friends, every action you take feeds one or the other. It either feeds your friend or your foe. It either feeds your best good or your demise. So begin today to starve that insidious voice and that enemy that always wants you to just go a little lower, be a little less, and do a little less than you can. Number 5, make the commitment today to upgrade your skills. Yes, my friends, to defeat that enemy in your mind, you may need to become a different person. And the way you become a different person is by upgrading your skills, your knowledge, and yourself. You see, my friends, if you don't have knowledge, you don't have choice. Very simply put, the man that does not know that he can fly will never try. The woman that does not know that she can climb a mountain will never set out on that journey. And the person that never acknowledges their skills or their best self will never move in that direction. You see, my friends, every journey begins with a single step. But one step alone does not create success. You must take that next step, and you must follow that up with another step. And you must make that commitment every day to upgrade your skills, your knowledge, and yourself. By so doing, you will leave that enemy behind and embrace the new self that you are and can be. Yes, my friends, you are unlimited, but only if you can destroy and defeat the enemy in your own mind. Thank you. This has been Casey with another episode of Fresh Air, alternate interpretations of reality. I hope you found this recording useful, and I encourage you, if you do, please like it, share it, and subscribe to my channel where I will upload new content every week. Thank you.